They bought ArcSight just a couple of days ago. I mean, you go down the list, right? Fortify, 3PAR. How is this changing the landscape, right? So you've got this move to integrated solutions. You've got companies like IBM, Oracle, and SAP. Where do you guys stand? How do you see the field emerging?
Our strategy is very different. Some companies believe that vertically integrated stacks are the answer to growth. And that's a natural evolution of an industry that's more mature and obviously consolidated. What we want to do is focus on our core business, and that's simply to be the best business software company in the world. And we'll have partners like HP and IBM and Cisco and VMware and EMC and many others that are wonderful partners. Well, Oracle is a partner not because we're excited about it, but because some companies actually do run their database, and if that's in the interest of the customer, obviously in those instances Oracle too would be considered a partner. And you have to go where the customer needs you to go, and if they've made those investments, they want to extend those investments, which is the very point that I do not believe this vertically integrated stack idea is the be-all and the end-all. I understand why an HP and an IBM and even an Oracle might want to do it, but I've yet to meet a CEO that wants to buy a vertically integrated stack. What I think they want to do is extend the investments that they've already made, increase the efficiency in their companies dramatically, because today they spend 77% of their IT dollars keeping the lights on and only 23% of their dollars innovating. So what we want to do is use our on-premise expertise, our industry domain, our data and business process and security expertise to run business innovation on-premise, on demand, and on device. And what's unique about the way we'll do it is we will make sure the security, the business process, and the data integrity are rock solid for all companies in 25 industries around the world.
Great. I just want to make sure people knew that we can take questions from the audience. So we've got another 15 minutes, but I will break. If you raise your hand, I'll try and find you. I see a microphone over there, and I don't see one over there. But we'll have somebody walking the mic.
While we're doing that, would you like me to show you a little demo?
I would. I mean, so I demo on...
well, I figure this is called demo, and probably many companies out there today didn't expect SAP to necessarily take charge and come to this conference. But I want people to know, I love Silicon Valley, I love the innovation. It's an honor to be with all of you, and I think you've done a great job running this super conference. What I want to do is demonstrate how the world is changing, and it's changing at the edge of the enterprise. So for example, if you take SAP, and since we are at demo today, one of the things we should do is just show you how much the world is changing in terms of what we're offering to customers. So here's a situation where we've taken business analytics using real-time in-memory computing technology, and we've tailored this application specifically for retail. We're doing this in all industries. And we're announcing today at demo these business analytic applications that are co-innovated with and for customers to change the game. So in this case, for retail, they care about sales, margins, transaction volume, average basket, out-of-stock rate, and so forth, and returns. Well, here's a 10-quarter time trend, and here's all regions. You might say, well, Bill, let's filter that just a little bit. And instead of looking at time, let's look at location. So maybe in the case of the region, we want to do a little bit of a drill down, and you say, well, what about the West? What's happening in the West? Okay, well, let's change the data, and let's go look at the West. As you can see, all the data tables change. You might also say that, I'm a little bit concerned, actually, about out of stock, because that's a very serious problem. Well, if I look at out of stock, and I want to kind of recognize that this doesn't look so good here in California, and I look at their actual to their target, I might want to actually send an email to somebody so they can take action on this data and straighten this thing out. So in real time, they get the actual snapshot from the screen, and they get to execute and do something about it. Because I'm a little ticked off at this situation, as an executive, I actually might want to bookmark this thing and save it so I can keep my eye on them and keep watching them. Okay? So I can watch what's going on. And now I know I've got my bookmark, and I'm gonna come back at this in an operations review, and we're gonna have a conversation. So what is the big message? You know, actually you're concerned about alerts because you're running in real time, and you see that there's some alerts going on here. So you see your returns, your gross margin, and the things that are popping up by exception, because the executives I talk to want to manage their business by exception. So what you're seeing here, ladies and gentlemen, is 100 million records being processed at sub-second speeds in real time, leveraging business analytics tailored for industry, leveraging all the back-end systems of SAP provisioned in the cloud. New SAP?
New SAP.
Thank you.